This is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing the numerology and the astrology for September 17th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 21. And if you add the 2 and the 1 together, you get the number 3. The number 3 is the number of positive mind. It is about being on a roller coaster. It is about learning to reframe the negative to the positive, rolling with the punches, having a sense of humor, finding the joy in the little things. But this is more like a roller coaster day than it is, easy to find joy. So before a storm, the waves and the wind increase and change, and you will be feeling that shift now. What is good is that in the external world, the weather is cooling, and hopefully that will cool off the terrible fires in our country. But the internal temperature within mankind is very hot, and that fire is not about to go out anytime soon. So you will have to weather the waves of change as you are thrown up and down in this tumultuous time. This moment is a roller coaster. Remember, some part of you chose to be here in this critical moment in history. Find that small hero within you. Know that small heroes are not often remembered historically, but they play a critical role in shifting the tides of chaos. It matters not if you are remembered. It matters that you support a world and a life that is good for everyone and this planet. Okay, if we do the astrology today. The new moon is in Virgo, and so new moons are about time to begin again. We are coming to a deadline, and it is a time to clear out the clutter and deal with the things that you have had on your list. You should be coming into the home stretch on a project that has taken a long time. Support your body in healthy eating and exercise. Recognize that the negative clutter of your mind must also be cleansed and cleared. The new moon is positively aspecting Saturn and Pluto. Take a moment to work on that long-term plan. It is time to let go of that old world that has burned up and crumpled to the ground. This moon makes an uncomfortable relationship to ambitious Mars. All plans need to be kept simple. That way all things are workable over time. If you are not going to get what you want immediately. There is a long, rugged, dangerous road ahead for all of us. It is best to keep things to the basics. Do not overdo anything. The earth element is much stronger than other elements such as air, fire, and water. So be practical and put physical effort into your goals. The communication planet Mercury squares the optimistic planet Jupiter. Although it is a great time to open to expansive plans and projects, many things need to be done in smaller ways than you want. Practice caution for the rest of this year. Overdoing and overextending will be regretted later. Do not feel rushed or pushed into anything. Do not let yourself be coerced by the insistence of others. The Sun forms a trine to Saturn, making your efforts worthwhile and productive. All things that ground and stabilize are helpful in this time. Know your physical, mental, and spiritual limitations and work with them. Do not overdo or push past them. That is how injuries will happen. You have obligations that need to be dealt with. Follow up with those and follow through with the necessary steps and actions. Then this day will feel very successful and fulfilling. My quote for today. I listened to the roar of the winds and knew that something was coming before this storm was through. The peace being sought was forcefully kind, even when so many humans were intentionally blind. What does it take for nature to show us the path when her power is trying to reflect mankind's disconnected wrath? Take a look around and see what we have done. Your next choices impact the life of your grandson. Do you see the painful choices in play? Are you willing to stand up and evil slay? If you are not here to participate at this time, that denial can bring this world to wartime. Some things can come while others can go, but become aware of what you are supposed to outgrow. All right, my blog for today. The weather has cooled off. I woke up to my deck being slightly damp this morning. It was a wonder to behold. Whether it was a slight rain or a strong mist in the night, I don't care. Regardless, it is a blessing, and one that I embraced with gratitude. May the rainy season be early and swift. May the cool, moist air dampen the heat of the fires, and may the angry souls of this world also find a cooling of their temperament and hurt. Love is warm. It has the power to inform. Compassion is cool, the heat of anger that makes mankind a fool. The extremes of rage can never find peace. They are a force that wants life to decrease. May your heart warm and inform. May your compassion hinder the violent storm. Thanks, everyone.